Welcome back everyone to more career mode gameplay of SRX, the game. And in today's video, we're back in those super late models on the asphalt at Honeysuckle Grove, a 3rd mile track listed at medium banking. And when you look at the shape, it is a standard oval shape. I have not been to this track, so I'm interested to get going. If you take a look at the first place prize money, very nice indeed, $12,500. And our car condition looks good. I've just done the repair work there, cost about $2,800. We have $288,000 right now in the bank. That's because I just finished up the 305 season. So I'll be taking care of the super trucks once again off camera. And then hopefully by the time we end this super late model season, not too long after that, I'll be able to fire us up with the dirt late models. So that's the plan. But right now we're headed to Honeysuckle Grove. Practice and qualifying are in the books, and things went quite well. As always, I am using a nearly identical setup to the SRX car. So if you saw the SRX setup video here on the channel, then you pretty much know the setup I'm running with 2 exceptions. Number 1 is the tire pressures. I generally do not touch the tire pressures from whatever default it gives me for the super lates at each particular track, simply because it keeps things very simple for me here in career mode. The other thing would be the RPM, the gearing of the car is going to be different from the SRX series. So I generally, from the default at each track, what I will do is increase by 2, 3, maybe 4 clicks, just depending, so that I can get somewhere near the rev limiter at the end of the straightaway on a clean lap. So that's kind of how I judge that a little bit for career mode. But the lap times went very well, 12:87, then a 12:88 in practice and qualifying, a good 3/10 better than our goal time. We picked up a couple of sponsor bonuses. It's race time.
I can't wait to see how this plays out.
This was a really fun track in practice and qualifying. Again, only a few laps that I ran here, but this looks like more of a standard short track that you would see a lot of Saturday night racing on, because you have some banking in the corners, but not too much. It's a 3rd mile, so not a huge track, but also not too small to run the late models, or in this case, the super lates on either. And I think we got somebody to our inside. Yeah, there we go. There he is. Can't really go anywhere right now. We're kind of stuck. Try to get down to this bottom. But yeah, the track, she's got a very nice flow to it. And this is one of those tracks where, once again, I wish we had less grip so that we really had to fight. Less grip and or more tire wear and grip fall off. Because this would be one of those tracks that would be so much fun to have to fight for throttle control to try to get off the corners and that. Of course, that's just me and the way I prefer to run. And we got some of that in our last race. Some of that throttle control in there, basically because the setup wasn't exactly right. But that was so much fun for me here. Not as much worry about the throttle. Basically, I'm off the gas on corner entry just for a moment. Not long at all. You can see that we passed that last guy for 12th. Very easy. He just basically moved up out of the way. But you can drive it down into the corner pretty deep, and then you can get back into the gas very quick. Normally, if you drive down into the corner very quick and very hard, you pay the price in the middle of the corner, and you have to really wait for the car to rotate before you can get back to the gas on exit. But here, not so much. I'm able to drive it in pretty deep, especially considering we don't have any upgrades for our suspension or our chassis or anything to give us more grip. We do have the tires, but other than that, I mean, we're definitely missing some grip here, and I'm still able to drive it in quite deep. And you can see we're gaining on the guys in front of us. Gives me a chance to, with no pressure behind, to really move around a little bit. Do we need to be right on the bottom? Now, my guess is for the best lap times, then yes, that's where we need to be. But I can play around with a half groove, maybe even a full groove up off that, and just see how it feels up there, because we're going to get into lap traffic. We got 75 laps here. That is a long time. It'll go by quick, but it's a long time at this place, and you're certainly going to get into a lot of traffic, but I cannot tell you just how much I'm enjoying this track. The feel of it, again, the length combined with just the right amount of banking makes it a lot of fun. All right, so here we go, the beginnings of the lap traffic. And if they'll stay up out of the way like that, then we'll be just fine. In fact, I believe we're going to pick up a lot of positions if we can get through this traffic. As you can see right there, 3 wide. All right, so that was for position up there. Had I been able to get to the inside of the white car, that would have been for position. So let's see if we can take 10th right here. We've definitely got position on him. Great run off the corner. And now we got a little bit more lap traffic. Now I do see somebody coming quickly behind me. I assume that's for position. I don't think it's quite time for us to get lapped yet, is it? Surely they haven't been able to come up on us that quick. But who knows? We've seen it happen before that they've gotten to us pretty quick to lap us. But I feel like we're making pretty good time. I've also noticed that I could really use more RPM. So I could use a little addition, a gear change here. Ooh, I thought he was getting there to my inside there that time. So I was trying to give him a little bit of room since I definitely opened the door for him. All right, here we go. More lap traffic. Yep, he got my left rear that time. So he's trying to let me know he's here. There's definitely something here on the outside. Again, it's not going to be quite as fast as that bottom for sheer lap time, but I feel like you can really race up here. Again, not sure. I think that lap car is still there. Yeah, there he goes. But I had no trouble running up on top there. That was actually quite nice to run up there. All right, so we'll clear that. We're up into 9th position. All right, let's see what's up in front of us. Of course, we've got 8th position immediately in front of us. Then we've got what appears to be a lap car. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. So that's 19th position. That's how far we've lapped. All the different fonts for the numbers look a little odd sometimes, especially whenever they get really small with the font. Alright, so far so good with the lap traffic, which is of course good and bad. It's good because it helps the race flow really smoothly, but the bad part is that's where we usually make up our positions, and in front of us, look at that, that's 4 wide up there. Yeah, that's probably not what these guys are looking for on the lap cars or the lead lap cars. Alright, so we're back around to 25th again. That would explain some of the congestion because we're not only lapping up into the mid-teens now, but we're also lapping once again the back of the field, the very back. Car's handling great. I have 0 complaints about the handling. It's doing exactly what I need it to do. The back end is very secure. It does want to get loose every once in a while if I try to really pinch off the exit while being aggressive with the throttle, but that's to be expected. All right, so 7th position right in front of us, and they are side by side. Now the question is any of this lead lap, or is this all just lap cars? I see 6th place now. Oh wow. I hesitate to drive it down into the corner too deep because I don't know who all is lead lap and who all is likely to be getting out of the gas very quick because they simply don't have the speed. I had to get out of the gas a little bit there. Oh, and we just got turned. Well, almost turned. Again, the AI will take a terrible angle into the corner and just try to shove it in there. If there's the least little bit of daylight, they will try to shove it in there. Okay, so we're clear of that, and we come out in the top 5. That's exactly what I was talking about. Now we'll try to put down a couple of good laps here. You can see I'm not even all the way down to the bottom, basically because I haven't run enough laps to really know where I need to lift in order to make that happen without using the brake. Not quite what I needed there. Overdrove the car. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Did not realize you were there. All right, so directly in front of us, as we got 36 laps. All right, we got another lap car there. And, oh, couldn't quite get back down. So we got a guy, oh, look out. Lap car came right up in front of me. I thought he was going to stay on the bottom, but he slid up. But yeah, plenty of room to run this higher line, run a lot of side-by-side here at this track. So much fun. I love this track. Alright, so more lap traffic immediately in front of us. Ooh, look out. Got down on the apron a little bit. Not something you want to be doing a lot. Now, if you're having trouble with the car rotating, then dropping your left front down on that apron can help. It'll de-wedge the car and it'll help the car rotate. But be very careful because it can also loop you around. But I'm using it every so often to help me whenever I'm having to run very tight angles on entry and exit to the corner to really help the car to rotate and while still being aggressive like that. Just a little bit, not much, but just grazing the apron a little bit, particularly in the center of the corner when I start to get back to the gas. Alright, so we're still in 5th. We're getting tons of pressure from behind here. Yeah, this guy, I'm not going to be able to hold him off. So, alright, we'll see if he's able to pull away from us because he has been all over our bumper for quite some time now. Yeah, he's got some speed. So he's one of those guys that got caught up in the lap traffic and we were able to make up some positions. And he was coming for what was his. He wanted it back. But I could tell coming off the corner, he just had so much more speed than me. Once again, running about a half groove up off the bottom. Mostly because right now for the car, the way I'm driving the car and the way the car is handling, it just feels a little bit more normal to run there than right down on that white line or a little bit below, since you do still have some room down below the banking or down below the white line still on the banking. But to get it down there, I really have to sort of force it. I can get there, but it feels a little bit forced. Have to really change the way I'm driving the car, which isn't a bad thing. Alright, so the 13th place here, he is just fast enough in all the right places to give me a headache trying to get by him. He's got enough speed so that I don't have enough horsepower to just pull out next to him. Ooh, there we go. He slid up the track just enough there. There we go. We'll go ahead, get under him, make that pass. 19 laps left. All right, once again, we'll look ahead of us because there's no pressure from behind. Once the one guy got by us, he's gone. he set sail. Oh. Erickson just pulled right down where I was going. was really hoping he was going to give me that bottom. He didn't, so we'll take our position on the outside. There we go. Now we're up to see what Johnson's got for us. He's going to stay down on the bottom. We'll once again go to the high side. I must say, I do not mind being up a little higher on the track. It's not quite as fast for us, but it is indeed fun to do. In fact, I'm kind of itching to go even higher through the corner and just see if there's a point where, because I know they have added grip in the corners on the high side, particularly at some of the dirt tracks. You can feel it. If you get up to a certain spot, the car really just bites hard. And you get a lot of grip there. All right, my man, pick a spot. Are you going high or are you going low? All right, right here, I'm kind of itching to go 3. No, we're not going to be 3 wide. I was kind of itching to get on the high side of 3 wide there, just for the sheer fun factor. Gives me an excuse to get up higher on the track, which I am absolutely loving. Now we've got an opportunity to get back down, but I kind of don't want to. Again, I know it's not as fast up here. Actually just working my way around. Let's see. Can I hold on to the position here? I think that's a lap car, or is that 4 position? Heck, I don't even know. I'm just having too much fun up here. Honestly, I just want to keep working my way up the track, getting closer and closer to that wall, and just sort of see if there's another groove up there, and see if there's a point where the car no longer feels good to move up that high. I haven't found it yet. The car feels great where I've been so far. Let's just go ahead and push it up even higher. Handling of the car wasn't quite where I needed to be there. But that was up pretty high, and the car still, that was the first time that the car hadn't done what I wanted it to do, so I'll take that as a victory. So here we are, 71 laps into the race, and we're just now getting lapped, because I believe that's the first time we've been lapped. And once again, let's just go back up to this high side. I don't see any immediate pressure on us, but even if we do, I don't even think I care at this point. Just let the car float out on entry, and let's see if there's any extra grip to be had up here. It feels good. Yeah, I like it. I like it quite a bit. I could do that all day. I could just keep working up higher and higher, work on that groove. So 6th position, that is awesome. Normally we're somewhere around the top 10 to top 12. But this place, just something about it just felt right, just felt good. So everything matched up. Driving style, the setup, everything matched up great, and that was a ton of fun. Now at the front, no, it was not a race. You can see we're looking at 8.5 seconds or so there for the lead. After that, not really any serious battles. 3rd through 5th, we're pretty close to each other. But other than that, everything fairly spread out. Most of the traffic that you see is working their way through lap traffic. So really, not a lot of fighting for position. I know we didn't have a lot of that. Okay, so not bad. That track, tons of fun. Would not mind coming back to this track a lot. All right, so season standing, 8th position. After our 6th position today, let's see what kind of money we're going to get. $7,500 is our race purse. Add that to our sponsor and merch payouts, $16,382. That is a very nice payday. Thank you guys so much for joining me. and stick around for more SRX, the game.